What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Taur. We are headed into an air raid at the Oasis. I'm a little worried. Whenever they usually give us like one mission, it's incredibly hard. It's a massive resistance, and it's all air. And I feel like our air defense has been a little bit lacking. And as soon as we get in, I've saved all my resources. We're not going to be researching. We're going to try and drop probably, I think they're interceptors. No, not raptors. Interceptors here. We might drop 2 of those and maybe a cyclone. Just let's gum up the air. I think I said at the end of the last episode that we were going to try and really expand our buildings, just the sheer number of buildings that we have, and put a lot of units on the battlefield on our side. And I think that's what we're going to start doing with this. And wish me luck, guys, because I don't know how this is going to go. Massive enemy air resistance. We've had a little bit of trouble with that in the past. We now have the Decimator, which is definitely something in our favor. They can target both air and ground, so I'm optimistic. Let's unlock this. Boom, place an interceptor. Got it. Let's get another interceptor. Let's get a cyclone. What else can we build? We can unlock another one. Sure, let's get another cyclone. Let's gum up the air as much as we can. Yeah, and that's it. And that's a hell of a lot of planes to help us in this map. Alright. Let's go for the time stoppage. Keep an eye on our shields as always. We've got a lot more interceptors now. And at the very least, it'll keep these dudes busy while we try and take our shots. Alright, lucky shot. I'll take it. You can kind of tell what I'm aiming at. And whether I'm hitting it or not is a whole different thing. But at least while there's a ton of stuff on the battlefield, we have a good odds of just sort of getting lucky and hitting something. Definitely watch the Decimator, see if it's doing work for us or not. And I don't know if we'll do it this episode, but I'm starting to feel like it's time for a new primary weapon. Ooh, some of our planes are going down. I'm not sure how much we should invest into our current primary. Alright, slow it down. Our shield is holding nicely. Alright, once they start flaming, I don't have to shoot at them anymore. They're going down. Oh no. Our shield's about to falter. Alright, shield back up. We're not letting that go down. If I can help it. I don't know if I can. Alright, that one's down. Yeah, even with the huge increase in planes, we basically doubled our air force. It still left this mission quite hard to do. And I also feel like the Decimator, if we could look at like a chart of DPS, I feel like the Decimator probably did a hell of a lot of it. But those air units are great. They're also, you know, ground and air fighters. So they're going to help us in all the other missions that we do as well. So don't just think that they were totally for an air raid style mission, because they're going to be good for everything. But we spent all of our standard power cores, and we need to get those back. I don't know if I want to do it in a massive siege, though. Medium siege, perhaps. Massive siege, perhaps not. Ugh. We could do another air raid, a massive air raid. Let's go for let's play it safe. Let's go for a siege at the lagoon. And hope that the decimator / our massive air force will protect us. We're going for quantity this episode. As much as we can get, but we need to have the right resources. And if we don't get the right resources, then we'll start angling towards, like, let's go into spacebar real quick. We could always try and get another massive building and go for the Obliterator, you know? We're pretty damn close. Our biggest hang-up is that we don't have enough of these standard cores. See where they're coming in. Okay. Maybe we can intercept them. Damn, didn't work. Okay, we're back on the ground. Okay. Time to freeze it. Let's pick one and try and kill it. Keep our finger on the W. We just don't do enough armor piercing with this. Okay, back online. Let's get it back online. Alright. And I don't know what each of these do. This is a Hellion. And this is a Mammoth. Went down pretty damn fast once the armor goes. Alright, we did it. Whew. Would love to continue increasing the health of our shield, but we need those, like, what are they? The stellar, the yellow crystals? We need a bunch of those. And now they're giving us an opportunity to get 2. I like war zones. Those are fun. The Skyfall. Versus an air raid. We're gonna take this one. That way we don't lose any of our control. But this is exactly what we needed. Stellar crystals and standard power cores. Perfect. And we'll start looking at stuff, what to actually get with all this afterwards. But yeah, maybe we do just go for another giant weapon, even after I talked all that big game about increasing the strength of our, or the numbers of our army. Okay. This is going to be a little hectic. There's a lot of obstacles on this map. Maybe we keep our shots close and just try and do some, like, ground support for our fighters. We can watch them, like, fight on the ground. Okay, wherever they blob up, like here, we'll give them the old mortar. They landed in exactly the same area, which is unusual. Which is why I kind of just dropped them in the same area, because I'm expecting a little bit of deviance in their trajectory. So I'm kind of, if I drop it in what I think is the best location, I'm kind of expecting at least one of them to land square, even if the others don't. Ooh. Yeah, our forces took a beating there. I feel like our little guardian boys could be a bit stronger. But yes, give me these sweet, sweet resources. The exact resources that I want. And I would honestly take another, like, identical set of resources. And just as I say that, it's a medium siege. I know we can take that. Let's go into research. Ooh, what do we need? 5. Okay, that's why we're not getting this. Because we need 5 of the stellar crystals. And we definitely don't have that. So... oh, we could probably make another decimator if we really wanted to. We could do a SAM site. Because I feel like something we're missing right now is perhaps a little bit better anti-air. We could go for the nanogen alloys on both of our types of ground units. And just make them much, much stronger, giving them the ability to regen. I don't know how much better that'll make them. I feel like in order for regen to be super effective, they've got to have high HP. But I'm also looking here at the cryo volley. Commands all rangers on the battlefield to fire cryo arrows on the target location. They deal extra damage, slow down units hit, and knock down infantry. At least one ranger droid must be deployed on the battlefield in order to use this ability. I think this is really strong. I'm tempted to go for it right now, but this requires 2, and it requires us unlocking a large structure. It requires 2 stellar crystals and a large structure unlocked. Let's get it. And I'm just going to go ahead and increase its health right now. I know I'm going to build it, and when I do build it, I want it to be, you know, defensible. Let's do the siege. Don't be scared. And I need to investigate, see what a large slot will cost us. For our SAM site. Wow, we can just drop it right now. A striker? I have one of these? What? I didn't even know I had that. I unlocked this, but I couldn't build it? I'm going to build that instead. That's both ground and air. Oh, hell yeah. We're going to get the SAM next, I suppose. Can we unlock another? Sure as hell can. And then we can put the SAM next. Yeah, we have enough to do it. Okay, cool. I picked this one just because it's going to help us with the immediate mission. Okay, this one, the Scorpion here, got that shield up, and it's blocking what looks to be a lot of my stuff. Okay, chill out. These Hellions seem to be very vulnerable. Maybe I should prioritize them. They have no armor, and it looks like low HP. I don't know what their damage output is, but it looked like they might be more of like the damage dealing variant. Like the kind of glass cannons. So I think maybe we should prioritize them. But cool, we had a great building I didn't even know we had access to, and we were able to drop that down and get yet more, even, you know, more valuable resources. And just to make sure I don't mess this up, let's go right back into another one. An invasion. Cool. We don't need massive power cores at the moment. Yeah, let's get another large power core and another stellar crystal. I'll take it. It's massive, though. This is a massive invasion. Maybe this isn't the exact right time to build a SAM site. It might be a great time, though, to build another striker, however. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then we're going to look to unlock another one of these. We're just a little short on power. And I could see perhaps an alternating pattern of strikers and Aegis, and maybe another backup Aegis. Or not Aegis, SAM sites and strikers alternating. And then maybe like 2 decimators and 2 obliterators. All these trees are going to block my shots. I love the range on these decimators. Super brutal. Something is launching at me. Oh, here he is. Get out of here, nerd. Okay, who's next? Here we go. I try to give you guys the satisfaction of seeing what's going on, but every time I do that, I kind of leave myself open to being attacked from a different area. All 3 attacks missed. Maybe I should just keep my weapon kind of closer to home. It's definitely easier to hit the target the closer they are to my core. And our strikers seem to be doing serious work, too. More. Got it. Okay. I think we got a couple of them. And that was one of our turrets. Okay, that rock is just, like, blocking the hell out of me. They're just dropping them all here? Okay. Let's do some of that. And as our mortar recharges, we'll freeze time. Let's see if we got some bombers in the air. Oh my god. Alright, the shield holds. Oh no, they just ran into my guys and exploded. Pretty damn bad. Spread the love a little bit. In terms of where we place our mortars. Our air units are shooting down their air units. We control the skies, you know. That's one area where we just rule. And I'm pretty happy about it. Hell to the yeah, that was a cool battle. I love the integration of all the different types. Because that's what we're made to fight. We're very well-rounded, I think. Now let's see if we can go into... I was hoping they would give me an aerial battle. Oh, wow. 4? Ooh, I feel like I gotta take that, right? Yeah, I don't know if I can pass up 4 stellar crystals. We're starting to stack them quite nicely. But this should be a pretty easy mission. It's only a medium difficulty. I feel like this is a good opportunity for us to place down the SAM. And maybe this should just be the episode where we just get all of our, like, large turret situations, like, figured out. Like, obviously we can't get another one, but then the idea would be... like a striker here, get more strikers. Kind of the general idea. Slow down some time. Zooming all over the map, trying to take whatever easy shots I can get, while keeping an eye on my shields, while kind of keeping an eye on where my little guys are going to defend. Because that generally tells me where the heaviest clump of resistance is. Reload. There we go. I'd be very curious to see a build where someone focuses, like, primarily on their weapons. I'd love to know how that works out for him. Because I feel like, man, I could be doing so much more if my weapons were just a little more efficient. But I definitely think the value is in, you know, kind of automating all my defensive process instead of trying to do it all myself. Holy crap. Slow him down, reload. Oh no, we're taking a beating to our shields. Alright. Put it back up. We've got to prioritize these things or they'll keep destroying our shields. Where else are they? Yeah, because our shield's looking like it's going to go down again. It's holding. Looks like our regen is a little bit better. Whew. We were regenning a little bit faster than they could hurt us. There comes a point, though, where it's like a tipping point where your regen is just not going to keep pace with the amount of damage being done. We could put some of these stellar... and I'll never remember what these things are called. Stellar crystals, whatever. Into the health of our shield, into its regen. That would probably not be a waste. We've got another air raid here. We don't have any more large power cores, and I'm tempted to go for that. It's a siege, though. It's a light siege. What are some of these others? A repair drone, automatically repair structures, and then seeker mines. Very cool. This gives us an extra 160 shields, but we also remember, keep in mind that we do it twice, so it's like an extra 360 shields. Or we can buff both our Rangers and our Guardians. I kind of like that. I feel like they're sort of the backbone of our build. Okay. Let's go for... damn. Yeah, let's go for the siege. Go for the siege and see what type of buildings we can get. We can unlock another one, but we don't have the power to really do anything with it, sadly. None of these things are very cheap. I would like to build another Guardian and another Ranger building. But I like sort of earmarking those funds for that specific purpose. To make sure I don't accidentally spend it on something else. Okay, let's just wait for them to drop. Prioritize the Hellions if I see them. There's one. Slow down time. Almost got it. Yeah, they're just straight up going after my shields with those guys. And also, taking out the squishier targets first makes it so that there's a lot less, like, you know, offensive confusion. Like, what are we targeting? It's a lot easier for the AI to, like, figure out who to focus on when there's only, you know, 3 targets as opposed to 5. If I can kill 2 Hellions super quick with just, you know, my own weaponry, I limit the amount of the spread of the DPS over all of these bigger, tankier units, and it allows me to really focus. So I knew I would take a hit there, but I wanted to get this resource. Okay, what are we doing now? Extremes. Ugh, they're both sieges. High Cliff, I think, is an easier place for us to defend. Let's go to Weather Peak. I don't like this plus 18 abandon. Wish me luck. Oop. We can unlock this, but then can we turn around and build anything? I don't think so. Are any of these, like, anti-armor? We must have a Talos, right? Alright, we got 2 more Guardians. And I'm just going to go ahead, like I said before, I'm going to earmark these funds for this, knowing that I can't quite build anything there yet. But there's our ground force. Looking sexy. Where are they coming from? Damn. It's hard to tell when they're technically, like, on the ground or not. Almost got one Hellion. I don't know if they can hit us from where they are. These Hellions have super long range, though. There we go. One Hellion bites the dust. That seems a little unfair. Oh god, look at this clump. Oh, we whiffed both attacks. Okay, we're kind of relying on our air. To do the damage here, and these shields are really messing us up. You gotta go, man. Coming right into our, like, lines and exploding. Damn, can't really aim over this, though. As soon as it crosses the threshold. We've got a lot of status effects on it right now, too. Can't really look at them. I know one of them is a slow from the laser, and it looks like we've got it on fire as well. Alright, let's see if our aircraft can take care of it. Looks like a direct hit. Kind of hover over and watch and see how much damage. Yeah, that seemed to do a lot. That's a cyclone. Go interceptors. Hell yeah, we knocked that out. No problem. It was difficult for them to get us, but it was also kind of difficult for us to get them. So, I'm not sure who really came out ahead there. But our little warrior army grew a lot bigger. We'll be able to deal with more, you know, infantry-focused builds in the future. And we're on day 40. I think someone kind of spoiled for me that I think day 50 is sort of like a doomsday day. We'll see how true that is, I'm sure, in short order. An air raid here. I'm interested in doing that. Let's get in. And we're going to get 2 more ranger stations. Because I don't think I can get another SAM site, really. So that would probably be sick. Yeah, I don't know what that cost me. Let's go Ranger. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing one of those. Well, you know what? Since I'm missing that. The SAM site. Yeah, I really need these standard power cores right now. But more Rangers should be helpful in taking down air. I would love to keep an eye on the SAM site. It's right here if you're curious. I'd love to know how effective it is. A lot of bombers. Alright, let's slow this down. More interceptors. I really love that we got the Decimator online. I don't know if I'm giving it enough credit. I feel like it's doing a hell of a lot of damage. And I'm just not watching it. Kind of the advantage you guys have at home is like I have to focus on so much right now that I feel like I can't really see what's being the most effective. Which I think was where like a second playthrough comes in. Or even like a playthrough I'll do on my own where I can just sit back and watch, you know, buildings function. But I have very little sense of like what turrets are doing what. Wow, just straight up dodged everything. Well, that seemed pretty trivial. If hard times are ahead, I don't want to mock it, but that felt pretty good. And what I go for next is really going to be determined by what we have ahead of us. So, multiple invasions. We're loaded up on stellar crystals, but now power seems to be the big... I think we're going to do the invasion, but power seems to be the big kind of roadblock. Let's come into research here, because I'm very interested in going down this route of going for different weapons, just to, if nothing else, just to showcase them to you guys. And I'm interested in this very accurate ion cannon that has continuous fire. That sounds pretty cool. And this seems like just a big shotgun, which is kind of a little less cool, perhaps. Wow, manual target lock on. We do have enough now to go for the Obliterator. God, that's tempting. I can't help myself. Genuinely cannot help myself. Let's go. Let's go campaign. We've got it unlocked now. Whether that's necessary at all, I don't think so. But we're going to try it. And we're going to go for the invasion here. Deploy. I'm kind of interested in getting more interceptors, honestly. They seem like a great utilitarian, all-around good thing to have. Yeah, I need 500, and that's really it. And then maybe I'll probably need more standard cores to actually build it. We'll see. Alright, they're coming from everywhere. I could drop some more Rangers in that empty slot that I have. Lower that. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to save up and try and get the Obliterator. Probably place it in between these two. I don't like that I have kind of all my defenses on my eastern side. But eventually we'll look to correct that, I think. But I do like that they're bunched together, so there's some like safety in numbers, I feel. In terms of them, like, if they ever get overrun, the enemy will spread its DPS potentially over multiple defensive buildings, and hopefully not destroy any particular one. That minigun is just shooting downfield. Beautiful. I had a lot of extra power, I think the first thing I would do is give myself more shots on my primary weapon. Get up to 4 and then 5, if that's possible. Alright, we're going to put both of those mortars down in this huge clump. And buy time for our mortar to reload while they're still all together. Okay, we're taking a beating from something. Is there something else I'm not seeing? Oh, Jesus. Okay, these things are up in the air. Okay, fingers on the W, ready to go. Down that goes. Let's go back to ground level. Alright, W it up. Anything else? Not really. Kind of crushing now, guys. We are on a goddamn roll. I'm loving it. We're saving up resources, but I'm not 100% sure exactly what resources I need, so I'm just going to try and get whatever I don't have. That way, this will probably be the last battle regardless. But that way we can drop down the Obliterator. I know we need 1,000 power, I think, to finally drop it. So like right now we're low on prime crystals and standard power cores. So that's kind of what I want to prioritize. But that gives us a heavy air raid, which we can definitely deal with easily. So let's jump into that. But I want to at least unlock the massive slot today, and then maybe we can start the next episode by dropping down the Obliterator and seeing how awesome it is. But power, we need power. Let's go ahead and unlock this, and then yeah, it's 1,000, and we even need one additional standard core, which we'll have after this. So, I mean, really the only gateway is that we'll need 1,000 power, which is probably 3 more, yeah, 3 more missions. Wow, they shot that down, like, instantly. Jeez. Are they crashing into me? I can't tell. I don't know how much, like, damage exactly the interceptors do to these air units. It says they're, you know, that's their specialty. But even more valuable is probably their ability to, you know, just dogfight for so long that I get a chance to shoot way, way more. And by extension, my decimator, I forget what these cannons are called here, but those guys get to shoot way more. Our SAM site gets to shoot more. They're there just to survive and to occupy the time of all of these planes so that they can't focus their efforts on my shield. Take it down. Okay, okay. Slow that down. Alright, that one's done. This game has really grown on me, but I will say I'm one of those guys that likes every game to have a bit of a story. And right now I don't feel any story in this game. I think you could very easily add like a little like after battle report with like one voice acted, you know, character who's like your lieutenant or whatever. A couple funny drone characters. Like you could do all kinds of stuff with this and fully flesh the game out a bit more. Okay, our shields are low. Because where the game lacks is not necessarily in gameplay department. Alright, that's it. Crushed. We crushed it, guys. Whew, we got a lot stronger today. It almost looked like we lost a building there right at the end. I don't think so, though. Maybe that was just like a piece of a plane on the ground. Hopefully we didn't lose a building. Damn it. If we just do this one thing, this one weird trick that scientists hate us for, we could have enough power to get it. Do we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Whatever, guys. I ain't got nowhere to go right now. I try to just make my video lengths whatever I feel like. Anywhere from a half hour, 25 minutes to an hour, 20 minutes. I've made some extremely long videos before, 2 hours plus, Slay the Spire, Darkest Dungeon videos. And I've made some that are, you know, short. Especially like the Warcraft Reforged episodes that I'm doing now. Sometimes they're just like 25-minute missions. No reason to go much longer than that. Because they are telling a story. And sometimes it's cool. Not everybody has 2.5 hours to sit down and watch someone else play some card game, you know? I like it. I like to go for walks and listen to podcasts and whatnot. Get on my exercise bike. Whoop. They're coming from all different directions now. I would love to finish the Ring of Guardians all the way around. I just don't know how, like, combat effective they are against certain types. Obviously, they do nothing to air. And they seem to be pretty damn ineffective versus, like, tanks and stuff. So I'm trying to be a little bit cautious about over-investing in them. Let's also see. Yeah, nothing got destroyed in the last battle. All of our buildings are still intact. What's next? Where are you guys going? Way over here. Shield's taking a huge hit. Oh my god, they're all on this side. Fingers on the W, just so you know. I'm ready to protect us. They've got all these little rocket dudes. There we go. Back up. Back online. Oh no, our shields are going down. These guys have to go. Our regen is just a little bit too low. That always makes me nervous. When we get to the bottom half of our second shield, that's scary. Man, the Decimator. That Decimator, though. Putting in the work. Whew. I really want to drop down a lot more turrets, too. Just a well-rounding amount. Just, you know, an extra artillery turret. I think we could probably use 2 more artillery turrets, if I'm being honest. And I definitely am valuing some standard power cores right now. And the astral crystals. Yep, let's get in there. It's time. This is going to be the last one, though, guys. Hopefully you appreciate me sticking around. We can't just not get the Obliterator. And what else am I going to name the video? Obliterator Online. Massive turret equipped with a powerful and accurate long-range cannon. Its heavy plasma projectiles will pierce any infantry hit, killing them instantly, and target ground and air units. Big accuracy, most damage possible. Definitely want to, if possible, upgrade the health of both the Decimator and the Obliterator just to make sure they don't ever accidentally get destroyed. More Rangers coming down. Shot. I'm trying to watch the Obliterator. Looks like it's having some trouble kind of acquiring targets. Watch it for me. Let me know in the comment section if it's any good, because I'm trying to play instead of watch. I'm imagining it just like is one-shotting stuff. It probably looks cool while it's doing it. Down they go. Yeah, it's hard to say how effective that is. I haven't seen it get many kills yet. And it was a huge investment, and we already went through all the trouble to unlock the Decimator, which I can definitely see is doing work. Oh no. The shield. Okay, we're back up, back up. Oh my god, the shield. Taking so much damage. It's gonna go down. Oh no. Oh no, our core is taking damage. Nope, none of our buildings go down. That's a close one. We might want to prioritize upping the strength of our shield. Whew. Yeah, it's hard to know. Maybe it was just that map and all the different terrain was kind of blocking its line of sight. I could definitely see that potentially. And on a more open map, maybe it's just like way more devastating. It just has complete line of sight and it just wrecks things in a straight line. But we'll have to wait till next time to find out, guys. I want to give you guys the satisfaction of seeing a little bit of research done. We could boost their health by 200 apiece. I don't know if that's quite worth it. You know what? Boom. We're now up to 5 shots. I'm tired of only having 3. It's miserable. And just like that, we're way more effective with our primary weapon now. I'm cool with that. Alright, y'all. I'm Brett. My channel's Goodtalk Gaming. I hope you continue to enjoy this series. We're not done yet. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Later.